Hey YouTubes, Redneck Brian here. Okay, a little bit more work on this here today. The Oppose the 18.5. I'm going to attempt to get it running today. But what I'm going to do first, these Opposed have the charging line in a stupid spot. It's right here, coming out the front of the engine. I'm going to make an attempt at turning it so it comes out the back of the engine. I may have to take the flywheel off, take the coil out to do it, but not a huge deal. It shouldn't take too much to get it all apart and to get that off. So just to bring it to the back so I don't have to run an extension line to there to connect up. The kill line, it reaches. Also, I don't really want to extend out the main harness of the tractor because whenever I eventually put a V-twin in here, the V-twins are at the side. The Opposed are one of the only engines I can think of offhand that have it at the front. So, and I got some good news. This motor here now has a carburetor. I'd just like to say thank you to the YouTubers that did offer to send me one. I was talking to a few different people, but I was at a friend's yesterday and they had a junk tractor sitting there with an 11. I believe it had an 8 or 11 horse on it and had the carburetor I needed. So I bought it off them. I also scored an extra coil, muffler. I actually took the muffler off and the bolts never snapped, which was actually quite amazing that the bolts never broke. So I got an extra coil for one of these now. Again, I burned through all the extra ones I did have. So I got the coil, I got the carburetor, I got a new throttle body, I got both linkages. I only needed the choke, but I grabbed both of them. I also grabbed all the bolts to connect. So that's pretty much it. So hopefully this motor will run. And a little bit of changing on the test bench. Let's go over towards it now. On the test bench, since this is set up for the smaller bolt pattern, because this originally had that 12 horse Tecumseh in it, I'm actually going to use that plate that I used to get the holes correct for on the new racer. I'm actually going to bolt that plate in place, and then I can mount up any engine I want into here. So, which should actually work pretty good. I'm just looking at this right now. I actually think this one actually has a larger engine compartment than the other one. I'm considering actually swapping the hoods. I like this hood more than that other hood. I like that body style on that one, but I like this hood. So I might consider swapping out the hoods. I just like the look of the grill and how the eyes are. The eyes for the headlights. So even though this hood here is in really good condition, I just like the other one more. So, and anyways, with the racer, or with the off-road former racer tractor, I picked up some new battery clamps. Because as you know, Old Faithful here is just about shot. It holds the charge, but only holds it for a couple cranks really, and it will not restart. So I'm going to be putting the top post in here. I got one of 2 top post batteries that should fit. Looking at the solenoid, so I cannot go any farther there. I can go back a bit. I'll show you the batteries that I have. Got this battery right here. It's good. It did charge up and it seems to be okay. I also have this little bit bigger one here, but it's wider, so I'm not sure if this one here will fit. I'd like to use that one because that one's actually a truck battery. It came out of a Ford F-150. I bought it for a friend's brother, and he ended up racing the cops and blowing up his car, blowing up the engine in his car, and basically limped home. And I got the battery back whenever he scrapped the car. And I got this battery here as well, so we'll see. I don't know which one I'm going to use. I might use this one here for now, and then just put this one in the house or something so it stays warm and use it as a boost battery if I need it, because then I don't have to pull the batteries out of the generators or anything like that. So okay, so the first thing I'm going to work on is this here. I can do those battery cables later on, doesn't really matter. My top priority is trying to get this thing here running, so stay tuned. Okay, I got the coil moved. As you can see, the wires are now coming out the back. I also put a little bit of electrical tape in here just to keep everything away from the flywheel. And the flywheel is actually fairly easy to come off. There it is sitting over there. So everything's now set. I got the wiring connections done to the motor. I still got to hook up the starter. And the starter looks fine, so no need to change that out. And so far it doesn't really look like it's too bad up here. The seal doesn't look too bad. So stay tuned. Okay, I got some good news. Yep, it's going. So it still has a little bit of compression issues on this cylinder here, which is the right hand cylinder, but it is running. It's starting to get warmer now. It's starting to build up more compression and starting to be okay. So it's going, and it's not vibrating as much. Just a little bit of vibrations. I got to tighten up the bolts underneath, and then I'm going to take it for a test run as soon as I get the belt hooked up. Hopefully the belt reaches. And I'll leave the intake off it for now. I actually want to do a quick test here. Unhook my boost battery. See if it starts up with that battery or not. No, didn't think it would. The battery's screwed, so I'm just using the booster. Should go right again. So yeah, it's actually it's running pretty good. It's starting up real good. I do got a choke temporarily right here, just sitting down in here next to the gas tank. I was unable to get the stock choke out, so I just took the one off the other tractor until I can get a choke. All I'm really going to need for this is a choke, because I am doing the gas pedal on this, or I might just use the throttle as a choke and just plug up the original choke opening, then I won't have to buy nothing. Make it a little bit easier, so no big deal. So I'm going to put the belt on. I had to use this exhaust here. I didn't want to use this exhaust. This is actually the exhaust for the engine, but I wanted to use the other opposed exhaust I have. But I could not get. I could not find the little mounting flange. I'll show you. This piece here had fallen off. I have no idea where it is. I looked on the other engine. I thought it was on there, but it's not. So, but anyways, this thing seems to be running not too bad. You can see the PCV valve's just open. Fuel line's right here. I left it a little over 3 feet long on the fuel line. I told them I wanted 3, and they made it longer. Sorry about that. Anyways, they made it a little bit longer, but it's okay. It's pumping gas up here, no problem. And my patch down here seems to be doing okay. I just got to tighten down those 2 bolts still. And I'm going to take this thing for a test run. So wish me luck, and I will let you guys know what happens. So talk to you later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment.